All right, well, it's now my pleasure to introduce our featured speaker, the chairman of the Roanoke County Board of Supervisors, Joseph Butch Church. Chairman Church was elected to the Roanoke County Board of Supervisors to represent the Catawba District in 1999. He was re-elected to the board in 2003 and 2007. He also served as vice chairman from 2001 and as chairman in 2002, 2010, and 2011. As many of you know, Chairman Church was a Division I college basketball referee for over 25 years. He was also served in numerous roles with a variety of civic organizations in the region, including past president of the Woodbridge Neighborhood Association, past member of the Roanoke County Civic League presidents, and as a former Roanoke County Sandlot coach, served 10 years in 3 sports. He currently serves on the board of Virginia Museum of Transportation Audit Committee, the Roanoke County Cable Television Committee, the School Construction Committee, and the Social Services Advisory Board, and serves as an alternate for Virginia's first Regional Industrial Facilities Authority and the Western Virginia Regional Jail Authority. Butch is a lifelong resident of the Roanoke Valley and attended Jefferson Senior High School and National Business College. He's also a retired small business owner with Nationwide Insurance. I'm pleased to welcome Joe Butch Church, Chairman of the Roanoke County Board of Supervisors.
Ken, thank you very much for your kind introduction. I want to be sure that we didn't miss one individual, and Nancy Horn, our Commissioner of Revenue. Where are you, Nancy? Okay, just want to be sure that I'm not sure that anytime you do any introductions, you can leave out somebody, and if you're repeated, then good for you, but I want to be sure that I didn't miss you, okay? I want to say good morning to everyone, and welcome to the Green Ridge Recreation Center for the 2011 State of the County Address. I want to give my appreciation quickly to the Roanoke Regional Chamber for putting on this event, for sponsoring it. It's a very well attended and very important event. I want to take a moment and say thank you. You can notice the Northside Vikings podium today. I want to say thank you to Principal Frank Dent and the Northside High School. The students there made this podium. It's very fitting. It's the school of my district. And I want to say thank you. I'm very happy to have the podium here in front of me today. I also want to recognize our color guard, who did a fantastic job. They are color guard Riley McClure with the Roanoke County Fire and Rescue, Dean Perulis with the Roanoke County Fire and Rescue, Jason McNamara with the Roanoke County Police Department, and Joe Mullins with the Roanoke County Sheriff's Department. Thank you, gentlemen, for a job well done. Pastor Down. Pastor Down, thank you from my heart for being here. You're a true friend and you're special to the entire Roanoke Valley. His church is in Salem City, but he's a member of the Valley. And I can't say enough good things about you. Thank you, my good friend. I also want to recognize some special people, and I'll try not to get the tables confused, but in the front of the stage, to my right, I want to recognize Pete Hayslip and his wife Becky, our Chief of Police Ray Lavender and his son Aaron Lavender, and our Acting Chief of Police Terrell Holbrook. Each of you have a special meaning to me and also to Roanoke County, so welcome, and I hope you will enjoy the program today. Now to my left, another special table. I want to take a moment to introduce to you our new Director of Parks and Recreation, Mr. Doug Blunt. Doug, I'll speak a little bit more about Doug, but we have a lot of confidence in you and look forward to a wonderful job in the future. Also want to again welcome Pastor Adrian Dow and my good friends Doug and Carol Willoughby. Carol, as you may know, founded the St. Francis Service Dog Organization, and Midas is under the table being the best dog that he can possibly be. Thank you, folks, for being here. You're very special to me. As I look around the room, I can smile. I can see a lot of people that are very important to the entire Roanoke Valley. I believe your presence shows that you recognize the need for government, businesses, and citizens in our community to work for the betterment of the entire valley. This morning, I really hope that you will leave this address feeling as energized and excited as I am about the future of Roanoke County. My first order of business is to go right back to another introduction. And I want to again recognize our board members, beginning with our Vice Chairman, Chair Lady. Charlotte Moore, representing Cave Spring, would you stand please and be recognized? And from the Benton District, Mr. Mike Altizer. Mike, thank you for your commitment to what you've been doing. And I want to say, if they're in the room, Ed Ellswick and Richard Flora, Ed from Windsor Hills and Richard from the Hollins District. I want to take a moment to come to my left for our administrators again, because they're very important to Roanoke County. And we have Mr. Clay Goodman, our County Administrator, Clay. Assistant County Administrators, Diane Hyatt and Dan O'Donnell, and our County Attorney, Paul Mahoney. Thank you to each of you for being here. Our theme for this year's address is Invested in the Future. Roanoke County takes pride in our accomplishments and our position in the state of Virginia as it relates to the financial well-being and our ability to plan for the future. Our Board of Supervisors and our dedicated employees have worked very hard to maintain our position in the region, and we are proud to say our citizens come first. I want to begin my comments today starting with the financial status of the county. Our country has experienced difficult economic conditions, yet the financial strength of Roanoke County does remain strong. That is why I'm here today to tell you that Roanoke County's budget is balanced and has been for many, many years. Our budget this year shows no increases in the real estate tax rate, a strong and continued support for education and public safety, and maintaining our core services to our citizens even in the most difficult of times. In July of this year, the county received a positive review from Standard & Poor's. We received a one-notch increase to AA+. This upgrade reflects the county's consistently good economic growth and sound financial practices. The strong rating is also good news and will continue to allow the county to borrow funds as we need them at a low interest rate. It also sends a signal that in Roanoke County we're doing a lot of things right. What does the immediate future hold for Roanoke County? The answer is much the same as it does for other county and local governments. We are proceeding with caution, keeping a watchful eye on the General Assembly in Richmond, especially relating to local governments taking back the maintenance of secondary roads. If this is passed, ladies and gentlemen, all localities in Virginia will be impacted in a most negative way. Our General Assembly can be a one-man wrecking crew on budgets. We in Roanoke County are staying on high alert. One day, Mr. Goodman and our financial people will have our budget looking really good. The news comes out of Richmond and we're back to the drawing board. So, in the final analysis, if Richmond leaves us alone as far as drastic cuts in revenues goes, and leaves the secondary road system as is, Roanoke County is doing quite well. We can hold our own. If you look around for comparison to other localities, we are standing right tall in that regard. As I talked about in last year's address, if the cost of our value-added core services, and those being a full-time police department, a full-time paid fire and rescue department, and curbside trash and bulk collection, if you take those out of the sequence, subtract them out of the tax rate, Roanoke County's rate is equal to or lower than many of the surrounding localities who, by the way, do not provide those services either. This information is worth mentioning again this year because if you compare apples to apples, Roanoke County, again, stands in good shape. Another area in the county, another area that we're very proud of in the county is our communications and information technology. I will refer to that as CommIT. They have made several advances this year and has created a solid foundation for our technology and customer service systems. This department has worked with many agencies to improve customer service without incurring a major impact on the county's financial bottom line. In March of this year, the county launched a brand new website. The initiative is led by ComIT and the Public Information Office. It included guidance from our Board of Supervisors and participation from every department in the county. The new site has been widely regarded as attractive and user-friendly. It provides a powerful search engine and dozens of new services and features that will help our citizens and businesses in Roanoke to get online and not inline. We listened to the people that they talked to us, that they wanted a system they could easily negotiate. And I'm happy to report that this new site has been recognized as a winner in the Center for Digital Government's 2010 Best of the Web contest. In September, Roanoke County was recognized with the Governor's Technology Award for this new website. July 1st of this year marked the first anniversary of our partnership with Benton. Mr. Altides is very proud of that, with the combined 911 center there. This continues to be an ongoing success as we have seen cost savings, cost avoidance, and improved levels of response. This year, we're also embarking on an exciting new collaboration with our neighbors in Roanoke City. When they complete their transition to digital radio, we will jointly own, operate, and maintain a regional state-of-the-art radio system. This will provide reliability and safety to all of our first responders, keeping us ahead of the curve in the crucial area of communications. I want to congratulate our ComIT and our Public Information Department for its extensive support for all agencies in the county. You're doing a great job, and you're providing the tools and customer service necessary to carry us well into the future. Please help me give a thanks to our ComIT and Public Information Department. I'm going to go now to our police department, which once again established itself as one of the very best in the state of Virginia. Under the leadership of Chief Ray Lavender, the department has quite a list of accomplishments, and I'm going to name a few. I want to talk about the construction of a firearms range and a driver training center up in the Dixie Caverns area. We established our police department, Roanoke County, a criminal justice academy, the first department training academy, independent training academy in Virginia for 30 years. Earned and maintained a national accreditation. Created a school resource officers program in Roanoke County. Developed one of the best animal control systems in the state of Virginia. We put into programs to better address cases involving the mentally ill. Now, Chief Ray Lavender will be remembered for accomplishing many great things, but the case he will no doubt always be associated with will be the one of the 12-year-old Brittany Mae Smith. Ray was widely praised for the high visibility, professionalism, and calm demeanor throughout the 5-day search for the missing child and her abductor. He and his staff are dedicated to the safety and welfare of the children in Roanoke County. In May of this year, the Roanoke County Police Department Detective Chris Welch and the department were recognized by John Walsh and the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children for the work they did in bringing home that child and apprehending the abductor. Just a short time later, in June of this year, 4 county officers worked with citizens, one of which was a 9-year-old child, a girl, to save the life of a 4-year-old boy who accidentally fell into a swimming pool in a complex in Roanoke County. The officers and citizens were publicly praised by our Board of Supervisors, and each received a signed letter from U.S. Senator Mark Warner acknowledging their heroic actions. Now, it's quite a shock to him when he gets his name called to come up on stage, but I want to introduce you to one of the finest gentlemen I've ever known in my life, our Police Chief, Ray Lavender. And Ray, you don't know this, but you're going to come up on stage, aren't you? Yes, sir. Welcome Ray Lavender, please. Thank you. He's not going to be so happy when it's all over, but I hope he will, because we love him. So Ray is going to stand here and put up with all the nice things that we're going to say about you and honor you. His retirement became effective Tuesday, November 1st of this week. And it looks like it's wearing well on him, folks. He's doing really well. Ray began his law enforcement career in 1972 with the Arlington County Police Department. In 1979, Ray left Arlington to begin what would become a long and distinguished career with the Roanoke County Police Department. He spent the first 7 years as detective. In 1987, he was promoted to lieutenant and supervised the Detective Bureau. When the Roanoke County Police Department was formed in 1990, Ray was promoted to captain of the Criminal Investigations Division. In June of 1997, he was selected as our police chief. I want to tell you a little bit more about Ray Lavender. He served as president of the Virginia Association of Police Chiefs, 2007-2008. He served one tour in Vietnam with the United States Army, 716 MP Battalion, one of the most decorated ever in the military police. Ray is a true gentleman, one who leads quietly and gives credit to others. Everybody respects Ray Lavender. When he talks, people listen. And we're going to really miss you. And you're going to be a tough man to replace. Ray and his wife, Irma, have one grown son, works in our Commonwealth Attorney's Office, Aaron Lavender, over here to my right. Glad you're here, Aaron. Another thing you should know about Ray Lavender is that he really does not like attention. Can you tell? But Ray, I hope you will forgive me by telling this audience that today is your birthday.
I don't know.
Now, in the life of ad-libbing, folks, will you help me as we will sing? Are you ready, folks? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Chief Lavender. Happy birthday to you. Ray, I took this opportunity to do this for two reasons. One, because I love you to death. You're special to Roanoke County. And secondly, I know he's officially retired and can't arrest me for doing this. So I want you to know how much you've meant to Roanoke County. You have been an anchor in troubled waters. You've been our go-to man. And you folks that you know, you've been around Ray Lavender. He's first class. So Ray, congratulations to you. There are some cupcakes hidden somewhere. I'll just give you a hint. Over this way that Ray may want to share some with you. He didn't know about them after the award today, our address. So Ray, God love you, buddy.
Thank you. Thanks, Bruce.
Not many times you can get the police chief to come at your direction, but this was such a special time that I couldn't pass it up. To continue with public safety, our Roanoke County Fire and Rescue had won two significant statewide awards this year. The department received the Governor's Award for Outstanding EMS Agency, the highest honor possible. The second award came in the form of a grant to support volunteer firefighter recruitment. The Virginia Fire Chiefs Association chose the county's Fire and Rescue Department as one of 20 agencies in the state to participate in the Volunteer Workforce Solutions Program. Now I'm going to switch gears a moment to our Economic Development Department. Roanoke County did experience some moderate economic development growth in fiscal year 2011. This was due in part to the opening of the new Clearbrook Walmart in Cave Spring, the relocation of the Millamont Technical Center to Tanglewood Mall, and the further development of our Catawba Sustainability Center. The resurgence in the establishment of small businesses to the area suggests that we are having a slow recovery in the local economy and maybe a potential for some increases in sales tax revenues. This year, Roanoke County participated in 14, that's major, 14 ribbon cuttings. These are new jobs, folks, new revenues coming in to support more families. We continue to actively pursue recruitment for new businesses in and around the valley. We have been more than willing to work with our local neighboring governments because we realize if one of us wins, we all win. And I think that can-do attitude and that regionalism to pull for the ones, if you're not involved, pull for the ones that has a chance to snag that big business because it helps everybody. Our Board of Supervisors presented proclamations to two of our most outstanding businesses in the county this year. Grand Home Furnishings, celebrating 100 years, and Amrines, who reached another milestone of 90 years. Folks, when you operate anything for 90 and 100 years, it says volumes about your organization, your customer service, your loyal and continuous customers, and especially about your family traditions. Congratulations again to Grand Home Furnishings, Amrines. What an accomplishment. Help me, folks. Now I want to talk about a beautiful site over the Catawba Valley, 377 acres and some beautiful farmland. And this project is a perfect example of what can be accomplished with everybody working together. The primary goal of the Catawba Sustainability Center is to establish a productive, sustainable, and self-supporting enterprise that serves as a model for future farms in Virginia and the Mid-Atlantic region and supports rural economic development for the residents of the Catawba area. Virginia Tech has agreed to grant Roanoke County a 25-year lease for the purposes of maintaining, constructing, and managing the Blue Blaze Trail. This connection will serve as a portion of the Catawba Greenway and will provide hikers with a safe and convenient access between the Appalachian Trail and the Catawba community. Additionally, Virginia Tech has committed to constructing hostels for the CSC to provide overnight accommodations for hikers. A special thanks to Christy Gabbert. She's done a wonderful job over there. She's our director of the Catawba Sustainability Center, and she's really helping our area invest in the future, and she does a magnificent job for the community. By the way, is Frank or Louise Garner, are you here today? If you are, I want to say publicly thank you for your part in this organization. Talking about outside activities, I'm going to turn to our Parks and Rec Department. Again, our Green Ridge Recreation Center that you're here today sitting at had another banner year. Check these numbers out, folks. Over 500 birthday parties, about 10,000 kids and grown-ups, I should say. 52,000 visits to Splash Valley. Participation in our summer camp more than doubled. Our current membership, over 8,000 members. 8,000 members. Our fiscal year revenues, over $2.7 million. Meeting our expenses over 2 years ahead of our schedule. Next year, we're looking for 450,000 visitors and reaching $3 million in revenues. There's more big news in this department. Our big man, Pete Hazlip, is retiring. January the 1st or December 31st, whichever one you want to pick. But before I bring Pete up, that he has no idea once again, he's coming up because he had a lot of fun laughing at Ray. But you're going to come up in a second. I want to recognize Doug Blunt again as our new Parks, Recreation, Tourism Director. Ray, Doug, would you stand, please? We've got a Virginia native back, a Williamsburg graduate, East Tennessee State Buccaneer. He's going to do a fantastic job. We've got a lot of confidence in. How about a warm Roanoke County welcome for Doug Blunt? That's it. Take off the perspiration because now the big attraction is coming up on stage. Pete, my man, would you come up? Pete Hazlip, ladies and gentlemen, help him welcome him up to the stage. It's kind of tough keeping a secret like this for weeks and weeks. Pete, welcome, my man.
You're not going to kiss me, right?
I'm not going to kiss you, not yet. Not yet, depends. Pete has done a fantastic job for Roanoke County and the entire area. He's given the last 18 years of his life, literally, to Roanoke County. He goes full steam, as we know, night and day. He doesn't know when the time to go home. Becky can tell you that, I'm sure, right, Becky? He is just a fixture at everything that goes on in Roanoke County. He came out of Prince William County Park Authority in Northern Virginia. In spite of that, we still love him down here in the South. He brought enthusiasm with him. He brought a desire to have that can-do attitude that we're going to make our area the best it can be. The site that you're at today is Pete's pet project, and what a fantastic success it's been. The numbers speak for themselves. One crowning moment for Pete occurred in September this year when he was presented the Virginia Recreation and Park Society Distinguished Service Award. It's only given to those individuals who have demonstrated leadership and innovation at both the community and regional levels in the park and recreation field. Pete and his group have been honored many times over the years, and I will put this group up against anybody, anywhere, anytime. Folks, help me thank this department, please. Becky, to Pete and your lovely family, may God bless you. I hope you had a joyful retirement. You're not going to go far. Thank you, my man. Thank you. Thanks again, Pete. I cannot think of a better place to invest in the future than our library system. This year is turning out to be a watershed year for the Roanoke County system. We have the South County Library, the new headquarters, near completion, and construction of the new Glenvar Branch Library gets underway. The finishing touches are being put on the South County Library, which schedules to open in early January 2012. This location will be almost 54,000 square feet, more than twice the size of the old location. And probably unlike many areas in the state of Virginia, we feel like in South County we have a wonderful facility. I hope you have a chance to go out and visit. I'm going to read through some of the amenities that we have: drive-through, book pickup, and drop-off windows, an outdoor plaza with seating, 2 special state-of-the-art meeting rooms, a 200-seat auditorium, a coffee shop with drive-up window and indoor seating. It has 223 parking spaces, almost double the previous number. The children's area will be greatly expanded with a unique short story time room with both children and their parents will dearly love. During the 3 public meetings earlier this year with our Glenvar Library citizens, we discussed what they wanted in their new library. During these meetings, the citizens told us that they would like to have a temporary site while the old site is being raised and the new one being constructed. On August 19th, the library closed at the old Glenvar location, and we opened up a temporary site in the former King's Florist building on West Main Street. At a special ceremony, September 29th, we honored the service at the former library, which opened in 1979. We had a special flag lowering ceremony. Our patrons of the library were there. Citizens both young and old said goodbye and became quickly excited about the new library. Construction of the new 15,150 square foot library for Glenvar will begin any day now. Holzheimer, Bolick, and Meehan, which I will call HB&M from here on, they're out of Cleveland, Ohio, are the architects. They were selected through competitive bid. HB&M is also the architect of the South County Library, and they have been involved in the design of more than 200 libraries across the country. The final plans at Glenvar will include a drive-through book, drop-off, and pickup, a 77-seat dividable meeting room, a local history room, 27 computers. In the past, we've hardly had 2 or 3. Individual study rooms, lots of glass and natural light, and wonderful, great mountain views. A covered drive-up near the entrance of the library. 70 parking spaces with accessible parking near the entrance. Also this year, the Board of Supervisors approved the purchase of approximately 2 acres on which the Mount Pleasant Branch Library resides, and improvements are now underway in Benton. Working with the town of Benton, our supervisors also approved the acquisition of property for a new Benton branch in downtown Benton. The new library is part of Benton's vision for the future of their downtown area. Although construction may be a few years away, it's expected to be approximately 18,000 square feet in size. The current library in Benton is built in 1969 and is the oldest one in the system. Now, turning to our schools in Roanoke County, we feel that we have absolutely the best school system in the state. Our teachers and our administrators are second to none, and we are extremely proud of the close relationship we have with our school board in Roanoke County. We are indeed partners as we continue to put our children first. I want to share with you two quick projects that are special to the area that I serve: the new Masons Cove Elementary School and the newly renovated Northside High School. Folks, take a quick walk with me in your mind to the Masons Cove area. Cold, hard floors, cold fire furnace, and you can put your fingers up on the wall from time to time and window sills, and you can see coal dust. These folks, and I wish you had the visual, if you could see what a fantastic place these young people and families have, you would be simply amazed. And they are so deserving, the community out in the Bradshaw area. But it shows that we in Roanoke County, while other localities are sometimes closing schools, we're building new schools. We're taking advantage of the low cost of construction. We're doing the best we can to find the most needed structures and capital improvements. I don't want to steal much of a thunder from my counterpart, Chairman Dave Weimer, who's coming up, but I want to say that if you look at our progress, our cooperation between the two boards, you can see that we are looking for the future. We have an investment in our children and our grandchildren, and that's a true reflection of Roanoke County's commitment to public education. It is now my pleasure to welcome up into the unlighted, unsounded podium Mr. David Weimer, our chairman. Please help me welcome our chairman, David Weimer, school board chairman from Roanoke County.
Good morning. Can you hear me? I'm sorry. It won't be but a few more minutes. Good morning, and thank you, Chairman Church. Thank you for the opportunity to speak this morning. The Roanoke County Board of Supervisors and the Roanoke County School Board have enjoyed a long and successful partnership. Together, we have made many improvements in Roanoke County, and together, we have weathered the difficult financial times. On behalf of the entire school board, I would like to express my thanks to the Board of Supervisors for their continuing commitment to education and success of the Roanoke County Public Schools. I would also like to thank my fellow board members for their dedication and service. The members are our Vice Chairman Fuzzy Minix, Drew Barano, Jerry Kennedy, Mike Stovall. If any of you had the opportunity to slip in late, like to stand and be recognized. They are a hard-working group of people, and sometimes our schedules don't always allow us to be together. But of course, our school system would not be what it is today without the tireless work of our entire school staff. Joining us this morning from our central staff, Deputy Superintendent Alan Jernell. Alan, would you stand? Assistant Superintendent for Personnel, Dr. Carol Whitaker. Carol. And Assistant Superintendent of Finance, Penny Hodge. Penny. Let's give them a big round of applause. The success of our schools comes from the vision and leadership of the Superintendent of Roanoke County Public Schools, Dr. Lorraine Lang. Unfortunately, Dr. Lang could not be with us this morning. Right now, she is attending the National Superintendent Summit in Florida. Her leadership and positive outlook in education is reflected in her selection as the Virginia Superintendent of the Year. This kind of success and outstanding performance is evident all across Roanoke County Public Schools. Once again, every school in Roanoke County is fully accredited by the Virginia Department of Education, and 3 schools were honored with the 2011 Governor's Award for Educational Excellence. We are also extremely proud of our high school graduation rate. Nearly 92% of our students graduate high school in 4 years, which is one of the highest graduation rates in the region. More and more, our students are taking advantage of opportunities to prepare for college, even earn college credit while in high school. Our students took nearly 1,400 advanced placement exams in 2011. Our students outperform state and national averages on the SAT, ACT, and AP exams. More than 1,000 students are taking dual enrollment classes, and more than 430 of our graduates earned at least one industry certification upon graduation. In 2011, our graduates earned more than $7.1 million in scholarships, an all-time high. In short, high school students from Roanoke County are well prepared for college, work, and for life. The educational success doesn't stop there. In 2011, 8 of our elementary schools scored a 95% or higher on our reading SOL test. The bar is higher this year, and our staff is working all that much harder to help our students across the top. At the same time, we have also been celebrating success in the area of construction. In 2011, we held ribbon-cutting ceremonies at renovations at Cave Spring Elementary, Green Valley Elementary, and Mount Pleasant Elementary. We are putting the final touches on the renovations to William Byrd High School. We also opened the brand new Masons Cove Elementary. We are particularly proud of this facility as it will be the first LEED certified school in Roanoke County. The new Masons Cove includes elements from the original school, a design that complements the community and uses more energy efficient options. Over the summer, demolition began on our newest project, the reconstruction of Cave Spring Middle School. The project is moving along nicely, and we are hopeful that we'll have things ready for students to start the next year in the new school. If you could keep your fingers crossed for us for good weather this winter, it would be greatly appreciated. With the completion of Cave Spring Middle School, we can complete our redistricting plan for the Southwest County schools. We're taking advantage of the excellent construction bidding climate to build a new wing for the lower grades at Burlington Elementary. We've also begun initial work on our next major project, improvements to Glenvar High School. A study is underway right now to determine the improvements that are needed and what form the improvements should take. I know the Glenvar community is looking forward to this project. The school board has invested in many technology enhancements to our school facilities. I'm pleased to say that our high school laptop initiative has been fully restored. Every high school student in Roanoke County once again has access to a personalized laptop for their use throughout their high school career. We know that you in the business community need our graduates to have the technical skills to be successful in the workplace, and the laptop program helps students acquire those skills. Our use of technology goes beyond the classroom. It stretches around the world thanks to our new Graduation Live project. Now, anyone, anywhere in the world can watch Roanoke County graduation ceremonies. In fact, one Hidden Valley High School student was able to watch his family member graduate even though he couldn't be there in person. Where was he? Serving in Iraq. This year, we've implemented additional technology for our special education teachers and students, the iPads. Already, our special education teachers are seeing incredible and exciting student improvement and development thanks to this technology. And wow, do our students excel. From the classroom to the field to the court, Roanoke County students have brought home several state championships, both at the team and individual level. Our students at the Burton Center for Arts and Technology are also making a name for themselves on the national stage. Each year, Burton students win several state and national Skills USA awards, and this time our motorsports team is competing actually tomorrow for the national championship in engine building in Las Vegas, no less. Student excellence is a result of staff excellence. The core of our success is in the highly qualified teachers and support staff we have. Here are just a few of the awards our staff has received over the past year. The Region 6 Teacher of the Year, we were once again cited as one of the top 100 communities for music education. We had the Elementary Art Teacher of the Year, the Outstanding Supervisor Curriculum Leader of the Year, and were again commended with the Bronze Anvil Award. Education in Roanoke County is a team effort. That team also includes parents. We're proud of the close relationship our teachers have with parents. It means that we have parents who are involved in their child's education, and that often results in more successful students. We're also working to connect with our parents in a new way. We invite you to like us on Facebook, and we also invite you to read our annual report to see all the progress our schools have made over the past year. On your table, you have a card which provides you with the website for an electronic copy of that report, and we would invite you to take a moment to look at it. We hear all the time about the economic uncertainty in our future. With concerns about double-dip recession, the school board and the administration are continuing our efforts to make sure our operation is running as efficiently as possible. While we don't know yet the state funding picture, we will look what the state funding picture will look like for next year. We're keeping a close eye on what happens in Richmond so that we can be prepared should our state funding again be cut. In conclusion, Roanoke County Public Schools is in outstanding shape despite severe recessions and reduction of state funding over the past 3 years, and despite ever-increasing state and national requirements. We're keeping our focus on one thing: your child's education, and to provide learning for all, whatever it takes. Thank you, Chairman Church, for this opportunity, and thank you to the Chamber members for the opportunity to speak with you this morning. Thank you.
I want to take this moment because I recognize someone. Senator John Edwards, would you stand and be recognized, please? I don't believe he was recognized, but I know your schedule. Any elected official in the state of Virginia, especially the General Assembly, is tight, so thank you so much for taking the time to be here. We've had quite an experience this morning. I think this may be a first. If it's not the first, it maybe will not be the last. But I want to say one thing and echo Chairman Weimer. We have a wonderful school system. We have a wonderful relationship working together with the two boards. We're providing a quality of life and outstanding delivery of services. It's a willingness to act on these commitments, to make big decisions, to take bold steps forward, and to invest in our future. We remain committed to all these interests in Roanoke County, but more importantly, we're taking the necessary actions to turn our commitments into real achievements. Our continuing goal is to make Roanoke County a wholesome place to live, work, and raise a family. I want to again thank you all for being here today. It's very important to me and to the county and to the entire region that you are here. Don't go anywhere, because after my last comment here, we're going to have a special drawing for some, I think it's 3 6-month memberships at Green Ridge. But I'm looking out at what I think is the brightest and the best of the valley. And without you, many of our achievements would not be possible. So at this time, I will close my comments. Thank you to everyone. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for being here.